Welcome to Religion 221. My name is Sam. I'm going to be your instructor. This is Religion in America, and obviously this is a class on religion in America. I'm a little bit nervous about the course, all right? I hadn't taught a course like this before, so we'll see how it goes. I look forward to it. I hope you're looking forward to it. If you got any concerns, you got any questions, heck, if you've even got any suggestions, please do not hesitate to give me a call. To contact me in some way, you can contact me through Moodle Messenger. That's usually the best way to contact me. Email, and also you can give me a phone call. All my information is on the syllabus. Let me just do a couple of housekeeping items, and then we'll jump into the course real quick and give you a little overview there. A couple things. First, download your syllabus. Go to the first module. There's a little Word document there. Download it. I would suggest you print it. Keep it by your desk when you're working. Keep it in your book sack, whatever. But you need to download it. Got a lot of good information on there. Attendance policy is on there. Grading policy is on there. An overview of the different things we're going to be studying in the course will be on there. You're also going to have the student policies for James Sprunt will also be on there. So very important information on that syllabus. And also, you're going to have a enrollment quiz that you need to have done by the 27th. The way we get you enrolled in the class is we look at your first assignment. If you've attempted or you've completed your first assignment by the 27th, you are enrolled into the class by the computer. If you do not take that quiz by the 27th, then you will not be enrolled in the class. So it's very important. Let me just quickly go over attendance. This is an internet class. If you want to be successful in an internet class, you need to log on regularly. Okay, you need to at least log on 2 to 3 times a week. If you cannot log on 2 to 3 times a week, if you do not have the self-discipline to do that, or you don't feel like you've got the time to do that, or maybe you just don't have consistent internet access, with all due respect, an internet course probably is not for you. You need to log on regularly. If you don't, you will not be successful. We've got assignments due every week. Sometimes we've got more than one assignment due. And so you need to be logging on, and you need to make sure you're getting those assignments. You need to make sure you're clicking on all the links that are in each of the modules, and you're able to read the articles, watch the videos, that you're able to see what reading you got coming up this week. You need to get that stuff done. Did I say you need to log on regularly? Yes. You need to log on regularly. Please do that. It's going to help you tremendously. Now, let's get into the course real quick. Wait, one more thing. Just attendance-wise, I want to tell you this in person because a lot of people may not read it. If I don't hear from you in a 2-week period, in other words, I see that you've not logged on for 2 straight weeks, I will probably drop you from the course. Now, I'm going to contact you prior to that. So if you're missing an assignment, I'm going to contact you. Hey, you're missing such and such. Hey, hadn't heard from you this week. You still with us? So I will contact you prior to that. But if I don't hear from you in 2 straight weeks, I will probably drop you from the course. So if you ever get somewhere into the course and you feel like you know you're going to be out, or you know you've not logged in a while, give me a call. Let me know you're still with us, okay, so I don't drop you. Now, let's get to the course. Here's what we're doing. We're looking at religion. And really what we're going to look at is kind of this interplay, this sometimes this clash, sometimes this little dance of religion and American culture. All right, that's really what we want to be looking at as we go throughout this course. Few things, few objectives that we want to kind of take care of. First off, we want to be aware of the religious roots of America. What impact did religion, particularly Christianity, have on the formation of America? How did it influence the early country? How does it influence our country today? So we want to look at the religious roots of America, the founding of the country, and what some of the founders thought about religion, and where exactly does religion fit in a society, that kind of thing. Okay, we're going to look at why it is or why it is our founders felt that it was important that our government not endorse or impose a religion on on the people. So we'll look at that. Another thing which we'll plunge right into in the first couple of weeks is we're going to look at some of the conflict and the controversy caused by religion, or that has religion at its core. Now, we live in a country that's very unique and in the fact that we have religious freedom guaranteed by the Constitution. Now, what that does is it allows people to explore and to practice their religion in new and different ways. And so you may have conflict between people in the same religion because in America, religion's kind of been privatized. You, as a person, now have ownership of your religion. You can practice it in whatever way you want to. You don't have the state or some mandated hierarchy telling you how you must practice your Christianity or your Hinduism or whatever. You kind of own it. Now, what that leads to is sometimes you have conflict between people in the same religion. Sometimes you have conflict between religions. Sometimes you have conflict between the state and certain religions. So there is conflict and controversy that have at its core religious values. It has at its core religious beliefs and different things like that. So we want to be able to be knowledgeable of those conflicts and controversies and be able to speak knowledgeably about those conflicts and controversies. You want to be able to give your opinion about that. And having said that, let me say this. I despise political correctness. I really do. Because people try to be so politically correct that they don't ever really take a stand on anything. And when they communicate, you never really know what they're trying to communicate because they're trying to talk in elevated terms where they will not offend anybody. Let me just be very blunt here. We're talking about conflict and controversy, and I realize religion is one of these things that people are either very, very passionate about or could care less about. And even if you're not very passionate about your religion, there are issues that are religiously or related to religion that you're passionate about. I want us to be respectful as we get into some of the conflict and the controversy. I want us to be respectful of one another, but at the same time, I don't want you to be so passive that you don't take a stand on what you believe, on your opinion, or things like that. We're going to have lively discussion. Now, we don't get ugly and we don't start calling people names or anything like that, but you want to be able to firmly explain what you believe and then tell why you believe that. Okay? So you need to kind of be aware of that. Next, I want you to appreciate the uniqueness of America and the religious freedom we have. All right? America is very unique, and here's what I mean. You know, as the founders set up the country, they were very careful not to have the government mandate or endorse or even endorse a religion. Now, you would think if that was the case, then people would just be completely secular. They would not embrace a religion at all, right? And at least that, and some people thought that that would be the case. But really what happened was something very unusual, is that America, even though no religion is mandated or even endorsed by the government, America ends up becoming probably one of the most religious nations in history. So we have, for example, we have non-profit organizations out the wazoo, okay? We have religious all kinds of religiously based organizations that are good works organizations, feeding the poor, helping the homeless, that kind of thing. We have all kinds of those things in America because people have been free to pursue religion in the way they felt was best for them. And so therefore, America is unique because people are now able to take ownership of their religion by practicing it in whatever way they feel is right. Okay? Now, what that also leads to is sometimes you're going to have people within the same religion conflict. All right, but that's, you know, kind of what happens. Now, we're also going to focus quite a bit, and this is something I need to kind of tell you up front. We're going to focus quite a bit on Christianity. And I'm not trying to dismiss the other religions or ignore them or kind of place Christianity at a prominent place. But the fact is, more than any other religion, Protestant Christianity has played a major role in the shaping of this country. And even to, especially up into the 60s, and even today, Protestant Christianity shapes this country more than any other religion, has influence and impact on people more than any other religion, at least here in America. Now, there are growing religions like Buddhism and especially Islam in America, and we are going to look at those religions and look at how they've impacted America, and in turn how American culture has impacted them. But I just want you to know up front, Christianity will be, at least for the first part of the course, our major focus because of its tremendous impact on the country. All right, I'm looking forward to a great course. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope we're able to have some lively and respectful discussion and debate. I want you to be honest. I want you to be upfront. I don't want you to just tell me your opinion. I want you to be able to back up your opinion with facts, with other resources. You're going to hear that all throughout the semester. Hey, use other resources. So I want you to be able to do that. One of the resources you're going to have, by the way, is your book. The book is Religion in America. Now, I'm going to suggest this. Listen, you're at this point, some of you are adults, some of you are just out of high school, some of you may, be doing the early college or whatever. But you have the ability to think critically, and that means that when you read a book like this, you don't just ingest it and then regurgitate stuff back to me of what's in the book. There may be things in this book that you completely disagree with, and I hope that you find some of that and that you're able to actually interact with this book in a critical way, okay? I don't mean critical in a negative sense. I just mean that you're reading it critically. You're looking at it and not just taking the book at face value. You may find other resources that you can use as well. You have the internet at your fingertips, so get into some research journals. Find other sources. I've given you a couple of books you could check out. You don't have to have them, but there's some other sources about religion in America. I think one is Founding Faith, and the other's The Old Religion in a New World. So those are some other resources. So I want you to think critically in this course. Also, we're not going to go straight through this book. We're going to kind of skip around here and there. So kind of be aware of that. And we may do a couple chapters here. We may skip 3 or 4 chapters and then come back to that chapter. So we're going to kind of skip around in the book a little bit. So be aware of that. Looking forward to a great course. Hope you enjoy it. If you got any questions, Moodle message me, email me, give me a phone call, download that syllabus. I'll see you throughout the semester.